Yeah, I thought I'd do a little video of this antique drill. Not too many people get to see these in use anymore. And no, I'm not talking about this one here. I'm talking about this one here. 7/8 inch. Let's see if that'll focus. Let's see. That'll come in. Interesting. No address, just various cities that you would send it to for service. I guess they figured it would just get there. Now this is actually from the first patents that Black & Decker had for the pistol grip drill. That they invented that. The idea of having a pistol grip on a drill with a trigger like a gun. And legend has it that the idea came about when Mr. Black and Mr. Decker were sitting at a kitchen table and there was a Colt automatic sitting on the table. Who knows if that's true. But yeah, it's interesting. It's got some interesting features to it, you know. You can screw a piece of pipe in there. It's just regular old pipe from the hardware store, and you've got a vertical handle on the top. It would have had a spade handle in it originally, and of course that's gone missing. Something I thought is really kind of neat, and that was already loosened, by the way, is that this takes a number 2 Morse taper shank tool in it. So you could actually put taper shank drills directly in these, or you could use, I have I think that's a 5/8 Jacobs chuck in it right now. It came with the 7/8 Jacobs chuck. Big monster fucking thing. It weighs more than this drill here, actually. And I don't have it with me. It's at my storage garage in where I have my lathe and all my machine tools. So I was using it actually for my lathe. One thing I like about this is I can take tooling from my machinist lathe and I can actually use it in the drill if I have to. I don't find a lot of use, to tell you the truth, in what I do for such a massive drill, but occasionally it does come in handy. And I had used it with this big monster 3/4 inch bit over here to drill some holes in. I don't have the holes that I drilled in, but this countertop material, very hard, dense resin plastic material that I had made a cutting board out of. But it is kind of fun when you go to get it out. The trigger here, when you pull it and release it, the drill stays on. Yeah, OSHA would love that. And you have to pull and release the trigger again to turn the drill off. And I will fire it up. This thing is a bit of a spectacle when you fire it up because it almost sounds like a little jet engine winding up when you fire it up. Before I do that, I'll tell you a little bit about how I got this drill. Now, there's not much to it. I was walking along at the swap meet and just sipping a beer, actually, and I saw it sitting there, and I had recognized it from some article or something that I had read many years ago as being one of the very first electric drills available. And I do love antique tools, so I said, of course I asked the guy how much, and the guy only did want $30 for it. I think I talked him down a little bit, you know. It was a Mexican fellow, and, you know, I see, it works, you know. Okay, fine, you know. You'd never believe anything anybody tells you at the damn swap meet. And look, I didn't. I assumed it was going to need work when I got it home. But I got it home, and I did plug it in. And, you know, there was lots of sparks and things, but the motor did turn over, so I said, okay. We've got something to work with. I pulled it apart and found all the things you would expect to find in a motor that was made in the 1920s that still exists today. And I machined the commutator on it, polished it, managed to find some new brushes for it down at the old hardware store in town that still has old stuff like that. A lot of places don't carry things like that anymore. You know, you go into Home Depot and you ask the kid in there, you know, where's the motor brushes? He's gonna send you over to the fucking paint section. So, but anyhow, yeah, I'll just fire this thing up. Yeah, I know those gears kind of sound bad, but I've opened this gearbox up. Everything in it is tight, and you know, in fact, the grease in it was still good, but I cleaned everything out anyways and packed all brand new grease in there. The fact is that this actually has square-toothed gears in it, which is actually not too terrible for strength. It is relatively strong gear. I mean, it would be a lot quieter if they use helical gears. A lot of the modern drills, if you take them apart, they use helical gears in here. But yeah, even turning the chuck by hand, that thing just roars because of all the square-toothed gears in that gearbox there. You know, 350 RPM, so it is meant to drill just metal. And one of these days I would like to find or make the spade handle that goes on it. Most of the time this just hangs on the wall as a curio, but it's a working tool. And you know, it's true what they say. They really don't make them like they used to. I bet this will probably be around long after I'm dead. Barring a house fire or something like that. And even then, you know, the damn thing, it might survive. It's all cast aluminum and steel. No plastic here. Anyhow, enjoy and have a nice day.